Alright, the Annoying Orange. Now, I have a long history with the Annoying Orange. Now, it wasn't that long ago when I said that the Angry Birds, the Mini Move EE, was the first video on YouTube I ever remember watching. But there are other things that have easily been declared for that position. Which another one of those was these early Chuck Norris videos that when I was like 5, I was obsessed with Chuck Norris. So, of course, when I got a hold of YouTube, I put that in the search bar, and that was one of the things I was able to found. And these videos were made by Danebo. Now, Danebo is most known for creating the Annoying Orange, but who was he before that? Well, he produced stuff for MTV in the past, but he founded Gag Films, which was a website that no longer exists, but I was able to access due to the Wayback Machine. But anyway, the website was also run by Aaron Massey and Bob Jez, but Danebo started on YouTube in 2006, and his content for 2006 is pretty high quality. Don't get me wrong, it's not angry video game nerd quality or anything, but for 2006, it's pretty impressive. That one violin jingle that I use a lot in my videos, I actually discovered because of him. Basically, everyone involved with the Annoying Orange, including himself, has been drastically inactive the past few years, and the channel has failed to be spun off in many different ways. But the Annoying Orange started as something similar to Danebo's other food videos, where he took the eyes and mouth of real people and put them on food to resemble them talking in reality. And one of the things created in that format was a 90-second skit called The Annoying Orange, which quickly became the most popular thing on his channel, and it even had 6 episodes and was eventually moved over to its own channel. And this is around 2010 or 2011 is where I first discovered his content. Anyway, around 2011, I found his Marshmallow Murder video, which was something that was in a similar format to The Annoying Orange, instantly got hooked, while still enjoying his other content at the same time. But anyway, I discovered that The Annoying Orange skit had its own channel and had already been going on for several years at this point. Anyway, 2012 was definitely a year that this reached its massive popularity, and like pretty much every YouTuber was on this web show at some point, and they even got some actual celebrity guest star appearances, such as Fine Brothers, Zach Scott, Smosh, Shane Dawson, Weird Al, Markiplier, Miranda Sings, Joe Penna, Shay Carl. In its height of popularity, it was everywhere. I began to see merchandise everywhere. There were plushes, comics that were nothing but stupid references that no child will understand. The sweet-ass Annoying Orange toy from like 2013 from Toys R Us. You can press it, it talks. And it even moved to TV at one point, but the only one of these spin-offs that actually ever worked was the Annoying Orange Gaming channel. Now, these videos are obnoxious and terrible, but it was a genius move. All you need are the characters' voice actors to dub over the gameplay, and then it could easily suck in kids, including myself.
What's that? Oh! Hey! It's a cute puppy! Aw, he's adorable!
And this worked because it's still active to this day. Hell, it even got popular enough to get its own Minecraft server. Yes, it no longer exists today, but I remember always wanting to go on that, but I just didn't own the tech. It's pretty impressive, and its popularity was spun off into other channels such as Hair and Grandpa Lemon, which were basically their own episodes, and then a Marshmallow channel, which featured actual celebrity interviews, and there was even a Grapefruit channel, which doesn't upload anymore, but I remember it uploading longer than any of the other channels, but there's no content on it at all. I guess they took it all down because, after all, you don't need more than one Annoying Orange Gaming channel. That a Passion Fruit channel, I believe, existed at one point, but no content was ever put on it, and it no longer exists. And yes, there is technically another account involved with that's still active, AO Kids, which I guess it's just one of those weird-ass Spider-Man Elsa channels, but I guess it got its start from using the Annoying Orange characters officially licensed or something. I'm sure Danebo got some profit with it, but he has nothing to do with it.
Bedroom, putting my things away. Books go back up on the bookshelf. Shoes lined up under my bed.
Way after its relevancy, there was a Squash channel, which I guess the objective was to squash something every day, and it's the same video and over again. But whatever's being squashed is just changed, and it only lasted for 4 days. But yeah, every major channel associated with it is pretty much dead. Danebo's channel has been dead for years. The last time he ever uploaded something was when Agario was still relevant, and then again, he would only upload like every 3 months or so at that point. If we look at Bob Jez, who was one of the original people from gagfilms.com, he's just kind of made random content resurgences with all of his channels recently. Like, his main channel is just random resurgences, so like every 3 to 7 months, so he'll start doing it again randomly and then just stop. Gaming channel, which is dead, but he did something similar, Zombie George Washington. Now, this was something similar to Annoying Orange, like I just stated, but I wouldn't say it's exactly the same thing. The creation was definitely inspired by its success. Also, I don't believe it was directly linked, but it was relevant on the Minecraft server, and some of the characters were featured at some point. But again, it just makes random resurgences from time to time. Abraham Lincoln, one of the characters from the web series that has a channel, which again is just gaming videos, and is also dead, but again, it's just gaming videos. And there was another Annoying Orange spin-off channel run by Bob Jez, which is just another one that makes random resurgences in content. The Leprechaun character from Annoying Orange, who hardy har har, his name is also Liam. In fact, Danebo's brother Luke hasn't uploaded anything in over 8 years, but also there was a gaming channel, which is also dead. But if we look back at the show in its early days, I cannot say that it's good, but there were creative intentions and some good ideas, at least behind it. And I remember enjoying the original content when I was a kid, because it was obnoxious and stupid. Of course, that was going to lower me in. Point where I actually decided to stop watching the episodes. I remember the day I gave up on the show, June 26th, 2015. With the episode T-Bone, which I realized at this point that they were out of ideas, but I still proceeded to enjoy the original content until about 2016, until I realized that, oh yeah, it's actual crap. And look, there's other stuff on the channel at that point too, like there's some failed other shows such as The Misfortune of Being Ned and Derp. Now, I'm not saying that there was anything that was outright explicit or anything, but there was some animated blood here and there, and they even did things like a Jigsaw episode and a Mortal Kombat episode. Not the most PG of things, not something that's gonna screw up your child's mind forever. There wasn't that much cursing, there was like a crap now and again. There wasn't anything that explicit. An important thing to note about its relevancy is that it was relevant in a time when networks wanted to put stuff from the internet on mainstream television, and with the success of Nickelodeon's Fred the Show and Breadwinners, which weren't two of the worst things ever to be made on the entire network, the Cartoon Network decided to put Annoying Orange on mainstream television. The highly fructose adventures of Annoying Orange. And as a child that was a fan of the web series and saw it go onto mainstream television, you don't want to know what I thought? Well, I hated it. Like, so much is done incorrectly here. Okay, in the Annoying Orange web series, the orange annoys another piece of food for like 4 minutes, and then it dies. That's every episode. That's not a stupid musical number. So now we have episodes that are 3 times as longer, and they're split into 2 12-minute episodes, and is set in a supermarket and whatever shit the writers could come up with. And keep in mind, every episode of the web show is about 4 or 5 minutes long, so you could have 4 or 5 skits within a 22-minute time slot that are extremely similar to the original web series. I'm guaranteed it would have worked out better, and the show would have been much more of a success if you brought what people actually liked about the web series. So we have these painful, stupid episodes that are purposely padded out to 11 or 12 minutes, and I thought, okay, well, since they're all available for free by the official YouTube channel, I thought, so anyway, let's look at the first episode of the whole show, Marshmallow.
He's orange. He has a lot of friends. They live together on a
Okay, it's been 4 seconds, and I'm already annoyed. The theme song is terrible. So in 2010, there was an episode called Theme Song Attack. I remember this being my second favorite episode of all time, right behind Buddy Cops 2. And anyway, in this episode, they gave each character their own stupid little jingle. And, well, there's a part where they stated, with the Marshmallow theme song, that he's so cute.
He's so cute. He's so cute.
But at the time, I'm not sure if it's relevant to this day or not, but at the time, there was this running joke about how they never revealed Marshmallow's gender at all, but here it says he's so cute, so it basically confirms it. I don't know why that was ever a joke, and I thought I was the smartest kid ever when I first realized how they screwed up. So the theme song for this TV show was not a direct copy of the theme song featured within the episode Theme Song Attack from 2010, but you could tell it was definitely inspired by it.
annoying orange. He's orange. Annoying orange.
He's orange, annoying orange. He's orange, annoying orange. He's orange.
But the TV version sounds way worse than the web version. It's lazy and stupid. They probably wrote that at least under an hour. This is an episode, and it's a Star Trek parody. Oh, wow. And the animation, oh my god, it looks so bad. But here, it's like this weird CG hybrid on all these bad stock image backgrounds. And like the fruits, like they move a lot more, so it just looks out of place since the original episodes. It's so still. Anyway, we return to our stupid and unfunny Star Trek parody, and then it turns out they crash land on Marshmallow Marshmallow's home, and then we get to see Tobuscus, or Toby Turner, in the worst performance of his life. And apparently there's a rock candy monster, which is just fan service, and then we get this awful shot. The unicorn just eats a piece of apple. Like, what the hell was that? That looks horrible.
Space vegetables, but close.
So, think you can hang for a minute?
At least till our ship is repaired.
Peebo, Freundlich, Hector, alert the others. To celebrate my child's highly coincidental return to his homeland and to welcome his friends, we shall hold a 3-day feast in their honor.
Okay, Biggie Smalls, his homeland. Yeah, and there's a stupid running joke is apparent in this shithole of a series as well. So, really good joke consistency.
It's the big rock candy monster! Yay!
Not yay! Boo! Boo!
How the hell did this make it onto TV? Like, Danebo's videos from 2006 have better effects than this rock candy monster who just shows up in the animation, and it's just so horrendous. Like, we have this awful conversation during the middle of a fight where his motivation is that he wants rock candy to be the main ingredient in s'mores, and then they all kill him. Oh, the end. It's so bad. I established that you could tell that the early years that there was some subtlety and good intentions, but it just got lazier and stupider over time due to its massive popularity. And it basically was devoid of any quality whatsoever after a few years went by. And I'm not saying the original episodes are good, but you could tell they were at least trying. They were at least trying to make something good. They failed, but they definitely financially succeeded because it was really popular, but it doesn't hold up well, primarily because I'm not a stupid moronic 7-year-old kid. But like, at least they tried. Here, there's like no effort. It was a terrible concept, and everything is executed to the absolute laziest quality. I'm sure the Annoying Orange is still going to be around for many years to come, and if Danebo ever decides to do something not related to the Annoying Orange, I would gladly watch it because he's still a creator I respect for how revolutionary he was back in the original days. Anyway, I'm Dr. X Henry, and I'm signing off.